everyone. All right, so today we are gonna do just a little like doodling drawing activity. I really like these because you can really go as simple or as complex as you want, and it's a very abstract activity, which I really enjoy. So what we're gonna need for today is some paper, and you can use a pen. I'm using a Sharpie just because I tried a pen earlier and it wasn't showing up in the video the way I wanted it to. You might have heard of these. I'm just going to say outright that I'm not trained in the trademarked version of these. That's why we're not going to use their name, other than you might have heard of them called Zen tangles. So it's kind of like a meditative doodle. I'm sure if you Google it right now, you'll find all sorts of examples. So we're just going to start with a really simple one. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with that. I want to make that very clear just because it is a trademarked thing. You have to be certified and trained in it. So we're going to call this just like a meditative doodle, kind of inspired by what they've done with that. So I'm going to turn on some nice jazz music for us and then bring you down to my here. So you can see kind of my outline that I had before with my pen that was not showing up. So I'm going to trace mine now with my marker so that it can be seen a little better. But you can go ahead and create whatever starting shape you want. It doesn't even have to be in the center of the page like this. You can go, across the page sideways like that. I really like fluid, smooth, curvy lines. Maybe you're more of a straight edge, triangles and squares. So really just whatever, right? This is just sort of a free draw doodle. So we've got our shape to start, and then we're just going to start adding other shapes and lines to it. So like I said, I really like curvy ones, so I'm going to do some stuff like that. I'm going to add in like a circle over here, kind of like a shape right here. Do like maybe a couple of straight lines like that. Really whatever feels good or right to you. So we have a very kind of simple one to start with. And then within this, in all of these different spaces, we're going to start making different patterns and different areas within here. So again, within that, maybe like for this one, I'm going to follow the curve of that line that I already created. And I know that I'm talking to you right now, but why these can be really nice and sort of meditative and quieting is that, like I said, I just sort of put on some calm music when I'm doing this most of the time, and just sort of start drawing, and I just sort of zone out and really focus on what is happening on my paper and not as much what is happening around me. So like I said, you can do like whatever patterns come to you. I've got some lines here. Maybe I'll divide this a little bit more, and then in here we'll just do random dots in this guy. In this one, maybe we're just gonna start drawing a bunch of stars everywhere. And then if I wanted to even, we could go over it, and then you're kind of losing the distinction of the stars. But you've still got that shape going on in there. Again, right, we're just creating different patterns in all of these different ones. Maybe through the whole thing, I'm going to make a connector line going from here to there, and I'm going to make that a little bit more prominent and color it in and divide it even more. There we go. Right, and then we're just going to keep adding to it. So I'm just going to do this for another little bit longer. I'm probably not gonna finish this one. Again, this one's nice too if you start it at a certain time and then come back to it later. Put some dots and some of these here. You can always add color to it. I do that sometimes where I start with the black outline and then each of these different patterns is a different color. Sometimes it's nice to just, like let's take this one for example, and I'm just gonna sort of draw shapes and lines as a continuous line, so I'm just not picking up my pen at all. I'm just connecting all of these different points in ways that feel nice to me. And again too, like with this kind of like stained glass looking pattern, we can always come back in and make it, you know, color it in or whatnot. And then again too, like with this, you don't have to have every single one be different. So maybe you just want to do like dots and lines, and so then you just sort of like rotate those within here, or maybe there's a few that you want to repeat throughout, or kind of mirror, like this one I think we're going to trace these lines again. Yeah, so that is my little introduction to a kind of fun abstract doodle. I will post later what mine looks like, and like I said, really, you know, be as creative, as imaginative as possible or as you want, and just do what feels good and feels right for you. Thanks for joining me today. Bye guys.